Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Thursday workout. We got a tempo deadlift day and then some interval work to get done. Let's start with 2 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio and then get 2 rounds through the following. Start with 20 reps of the calf raise. So push up on your toes and then sit back. And if you want to do this on a plate, you can get a little bit of extra stretch out of the heel cord and the Achilles and the calf if you want to. Next one is the WYT. This is a shoulder and rotator cuff exercise. We make 3 shapes with our arms in order. W first, then Y, then T, and we're gonna repeat that sequence for a total of 8 times. The W shape looks like this. The Y shape looks like that. The T shape looks like this, all right? So from the bent over position, I'll make W, Y, T, and every time I finish the shape, I'm getting a small squeeze and pause in that position, right? So I'm not like bouncing out of it or just flipping my arms back, right? I want you to engage the stability muscles in your shoulders, take your time with it and let it burn, okay? Next one is 6 reps of a warm-up deadlift, and today the move of the day is ninja deadlift, okay? So what that means is you are touching the ground every rep, but there can be no noise, right? So when I go to the ground, and what this is tempo work, so it forces me to control my speed very, very closely when I get close to the ground. More opportunity for you to be under tension, maintaining your posture and controlling your body position at the bottom of the deadlift, right? So I pick it up normal, and you can hear all that slack in the bar. That's what I don't want to hear when you're touching the ground. So deadlift normal on the way up. On the way down, I get close to the ground, get real slow. It's touching the ground, but it didn't make any noise. Up, down. Oh, too loud, redo that one, right? So back down, contact, but no noise, and then back up, okay? And that's our ninja deadlifts. The superset for this is a marching glute bridge, or a glute bridge high knee march. So as march, there's a lot of different words for this one, but essentially we'll be in the glute bridge position. So toes up, heels down, and I'm just marching back and forth. So 1, 1, 2, 2 until I get to 6 reps. I'm trying to get this knee as I'm raising it as close to my chest as possible without letting my hips drop, right? I want my hips to stay in line with my shoulder and my knee the whole time. Right, so just marching back and forth, make sure those hips stay up, and that is our superset for every single rep, every single set. We're only doing 4 sets of 6, and keep the weight in that 50 to 60% for today. Yeah, if the weight is heavy enough that it causes me to go too fast on the way down and make noise, then decrease weight, okay? All right, interval workout today. You'll need a plate and a kettlebell for this one, right? So the first minute is gonna be all on the rower. So we'll have the rowers out in the middle, you have a plate and your kettlebell on the outside, and it'll be 3, 2, 1, go from the seated position on the rower with the monitor on, and we're just jamming, going for a minute, as many calories as you can get, and then you're gonna get a 3, 2, 1 rest. You'll get 20 seconds of rest, and then the rest of this time is in 20-second increments, right? So the first 20-second increment will be kettlebell snatch on the left arm. So I'm getting as many reps as I can, just cycling that movement. Kettlebell snatch is just gonna be from the hips to overhead. It does not need to touch the ground. It's a hanging position start, right? So from the hips, overhead position, laying that kettlebell nicely on top of the back of my arm. At the 20-second mark, you'll hear a 3, 2, 1 switch, so I can switch hands and go to my opposite one. And I smashed my watch, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so turn your watch around before you do that, all right? After that 20 seconds of the opposite hand kettlebell snatch, you're gonna get another 20 seconds rest. So you can put your kettlebell to the side and stand by your plate, all right? So the plate hops are next, and this is just a small, fast footwork movement where you're trying to get as many of these little jumps as possible in the 2 20-second increments that we give you. So again, the minute starts with 20 seconds of rest as you're transitioning from the kettlebell, and then you're gonna get 20 seconds of forward reverse plate hops. So from my standing position, I'm just hopping back and forth as many times as I can. Every time I hop up, it's a rep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 20 seconds, as many as I can get. And then it'll be 3, 2, 1 switch, and I'm gonna scramble to the opposite side. And now I'm doing plate hops across. So every time I get across, it's gonna be a rep. So now I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, etc. All right, for 20 seconds, get as many of those lateral plate hops as you can get. And then you're gonna get a full minute rest, reset back to the rower. We're gonna do that whole sequence 4 times through. So it amounts to 4 intervals of 4 minutes long a piece with little spurts of rest sprinkled in there, here and there, okay? And that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you on Friday.